Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome to the Madhouse. I am going to forewarn you, I have the giggles already over this. So I'm going to try to keep it together and we're going to get through this nice, slow, calmly, and in one piece. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Anyway, today I'm going to be using some Arteza products, so I just wanted to show you them. I do have links below to Arteza. I don't have a code yet for my channel, but when you go on their website, there is a 10% off coupon that pops up, which is the same thing that they would give me anyway. So if you're interested in any of these products, you could just click on those links. I have one for the US, one for the UK. So they're canvases, which I'm going to be using an 11 by 14 today, but I figured I'd show you just how they come. These are the 6 by 6. They were, I think there's, let's see, 4, 8, 12 to a pack. And they're really reasonably priced if you check them out. They're no different than going to Hobby Lobby or anything like that. So I'm pretty satisfied with them. They are, let's see, cotton, 100% cotton. And yeah, so that's the canvases. And I'm going to be working on an 11 by 14, as I said. So this is the paint. Now, there's two, I think this was like $30 something. And what this is the multi-pack of all their colors in the little tubes. So there are 60 colors in here, which I like because now I'm going to get a wide variety to choose from. So they come nice and packaged, and they're obviously layers. They tell you the numbers, whether or not it's a transparent, semi-transparent, or an opaque color. If the black is filled in, that means it's an opaque. You can't see through it. If it's half filled in, that means it's semi-transparent, that you can see some through it somewhat. So they sell that set, and then they also sell this set, which is 14 colors only, but they're bigger containers. So these are 4.06 ounces, whereas these little tubes are 3/4 of an ounce. So that's how they come packaged, and we're going to be using them today. So what are we going to be using them for? Well. We are going to do a Tic-Tac-Toe pour technique. What is a Tic-Tac-Toe pour technique, you ask? It is a tic-tac-toe, which is actually a thumb because I couldn't find a toe. So I buy these. My grandson loves Tic Tacs, so I have them in my car all the time. And these two were empty, and I said, I wonder if I could, with a tiny funnel, fill this up with some color, both of them, do almost like a kiss pour, or just maybe pour the colors out on the canvas, and then take a toe, or a thumb in this case, and use it to design the painting. Listen, it's Halloween. Let's have some fun. I have some really crazy ideas, okay? Really crazy ideas this week, and we're going to see how they all turn out. You know, I want to just know, if I asked, would you be willing to give me a hand? Would you lend me your ear? I promise I'm not going to quit my day job. Okay, so what I'm going to do is set up on my beautiful Lole Vefe mat, which is code for Love Life. These are jumbo silicone mats. I now have 2, so my entire table is covered. I am so happy with these. The skins peel right off of them, and I have the link below, $5 off the jumbo and mega mats, and they're free shipping, so check them out. But first, let me get these paints set up, and we are going to jump toe first right into this pour. Before I go any further, I have a bunch of people asking me about mixing my paints, how I do it. So I'm just going to do one really quick and explain a few things. So in this cup, there's some Floetrol. It is filled probably a quarter of the way. So into that, I would add a large grape size amount of paint. So see if I can get it to stay. Okay, that's what I would add in there. Here is how I do my mixing. I first mix the paint with the Floetrol, nothing else, all the colors first. Then what I do is I look at their consistencies, because some paints are lighter in weight than others, or lighter in density than others. So you can mix a paint, like I mixed up my white with just the Floetrol and it's at the perfect consistency, but these are too thick. So what I do is I mix them all first with just the Floetrol, and then if I have one that's the perfect consistency, I will use this one as my judge of how thin I want the rest of my colors. So these are all still too thick. So what I will do is just add a couple of drops of water at a time until I get all of these colors the same consistency as my white. That is the key to pouring with success. Consistency. They all need to be about the same. So you want to let it flow off, and going like this back and forth with the stick, believe it or not, you can tell if it's about the same thickness. You could feel it. So this is still a little too thick. So a couple more drops. What you want is for that paint to flow off of the stick in one steady stream. You want it to hit the surface of the paint in the cup. You want to see a mound of paint, but you also want it to disappear at the same time, just like that. Not sure if it shows up good on the purple. Here, let me try it on the pink. So things like shimmery colors that have mica in them are going to be heavier than a normal matte color like these. I'm not working with any metallics today, but there are different thicknesses when it comes to mixing. So that's why I will mix all of them with the Floetrol first, and then look to see if there is one that is perfect with just Floetrol and paint. Now what happens if I mix up all my paints with the Floetrol first and see that they're all thick, there are no perfect ones? Well, then you want to just add water to all of them until they're all about that same consistency, where they run off, form a slight mound, but then disappear right away. I will admit, when you mix smaller amounts like I am here, because I don't need a lot for those little containers, it's hard to get that flow going because you don't have much paint, but that's pretty good. All right, so I'm going to do the rest to the 3 here. I'm going to do the same to the 3, and then we're going to start. Okay, I am ready. So none of my paints have silicone in them, so I'm going to add silicone in. I think I will add it to maybe the darker colors. I don't want to add it into all. You want to have a couple of colors that don't have silicone in them, because what happens is the silicone in this paint is going to push other paints around it away. And if you add it into all the colors, it's almost like overkill and everything's pushing everything away. So it works a lot better if you leave a couple colors neutral without it. So I'm using Spot On Treadmill Belt Silicone, which is in my Amazon influencers shop below. If you click the words that say show more, you'll see a link for that. There's 2 drops in there. About 2 in there. Just kind of flew out on me, probably more like 5. When you shop through that Amazon link, it doesn't cost you anything extra. I just get a referral commission from them, a very small referral commission. But it does help keep the channel going. Even if you don't buy anything, or even if you go through my link and buy a vacuum, I still get a referral commission. So I'm just mixing it in a little bit. I'm not going to go crazy with it. If you want big cells, mix it only a few times. If you want smaller, tighter cells, mix it in really good. All right. So now what we need to do is fill our Tic Tac containers. And this ought to be interesting. Actually, let me just move this canvas out of the way. I know this video, I'm going to get complaints on it already because some people just don't have a sense of humor. And that's all right. Anyway, here we go. So, titanium white. These are all Arteza colors. I'm just going to kind of let them go with the flow. And I'm not going to make you watch me fill both. I'll just do one and then you'll know that I'm doing the same with the other. So that was cobalt blue. This is violet. This is Prussian blue. Neon pink. And Payne's gray. Going for dark colors here with a little pop of pink. That is very interesting, the way that jar is lining up. And I know why, because I forgot to put white in between. Oh, we'll do that. Here, we'll put some white in there and make it just like swoosh down into it. And maybe overflow, Tammy. That was kind of stupid of me. That is right up to the top. Okay, we're going to close that for safekeeping later. How cool that is. Wow. Who would have thunk? See it in there like an ocean wave? I really needed to do more white. So for this one, I'm going to use way more white. And, you know, these just may be too small to get any kind of a result out of them. Who knows? We shall see. It's doing really pretty things in the container, though. Like, really pretty. It's layering really pretty. Little purple, little more white. Couple of blues. Payne's gray. I love the color Payne's gray. It's If you've never used it, it's a dark, almost like a navy blue with black in it. It's a really cool, smoky blue color. So I'm going to put a little more white. And then the Payne's Gray. And we're going to stop there. Just take this off to the side, and then I'm going to show you this bottle also. So that's pretty cool. Isn't that cool? All right, so first thing I'm going to do is put down some white. You know, I think doing stuff like this, just this crazy kind of experimenting, is a lot of fun. And I don't know. I don't have a problem watching these types of videos. Everybody needs a laugh, and I'm going to try to provide it. This is an OXO omelet turning spatula, which I absolutely love. It's in my Amazon shop. The blade is nice and thin, and it just spreads it out awesomely. Okay, so that is not good for now. Hold on. I'm just going to take this glove off, and we're going to torch really quick. All right, so let's think about this now. Thinking I may do a couple of puddles and then run that thumb, which should be a toe. Oh, that thing cracks me up every time I look at it. Just because I know some of you are sitting at home saying, what in the world is she doing? Oh. I just stepped on one of those ears, and I thought it was my cat tail. I don't even have a cat in here, but I thought it was a cat. I'm so used to stepping on one of their tails or something. Jeez. All right, here we go. Here we go. Tic-tac-toe. How are we going to do this? I'm going to open these suckers up. Now, let's see. Wow, look at those cells, huh? Well, those are crazy. Those are pretty crazy looking. I like those. I don't like the fact that some of them are flying off already. Let's go this way. So I'm just kind of stretching it back a little bit. All right. It's funny because right here, it almost looks like a nose, a mouth. This almost looks like a dragon head here. It's too bad that this is wrapping around this side. Well, anyway. Oh, let's see. You never know unless you try, right? You never know. Hey, it's really good for dragging colors like that. What it's doing. You need to start a new trend. Swiping with your toe. Oh, that makes me mad. Oh, let's see. Let's go like this. My toe had a hair on it. It's really, look at that, how pretty. Wowee. That is gorgeous. All right, now I'm motivated. Wow, look at, I love that, oh, what's that design called? Starts with an F. Oh, I can't think of it right now. That's pretty cool. I keep wanting to say fleur de lis. Flower. Not that that's how you say it. I have to say, this is really fun. I'm going to switch it around this way. Making that beautiful deep violet color there. Wow, I like that. All right, we're gonna stop here in a second. Alrighty. Like there's areas that I want to touch, but then areas that I don't want to touch, and they're right next to each other, so it's kind of hard. I was able to transfer that blue over here. So I picked up some of that blue and was able to transfer it there. That's pretty cool. All right, let me stretch this a little bit down this way. A lot of paint on there, so some of it has to go. Very psychedelic. Woohoo! All right. We are done, so. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to touch up the sides a little bit with some white paint, the spots that I missed, so that those look all nice and neat. When this baby gets a nice coat of resin, sides will be pretty too. That's how I do it. I just drip it over. If there's a really muddy looking area on one of the sides, I'll just go over it with white, cover it up. And usually that's enough. So, my friends, that is video number 1 of what's going to be a video every day this week, doing something very out there, because I have the need to not be normal, which isn't very hard. But hey, normal's boring. And let me tell you, I got some crazy ideas. So I hope that you subscribe. I hope if you are subscribed that your bell is a solid bell and not a see-through bell. YouTube did an update to the settings of the bell, and now you physically have to choose. You have to look at your bell and make sure that it's clicked on the word all. I have refound a bunch of subscribers that said, I don't know how I got unsubscribed from your channel. I was wondering where you were. I loved your videos and I didn't see them anymore. And guess what? I've been here all along. So please check that bell and make sure it's on all. It will look solid. If you just click, even if it looks solid, just click on it and click the word all again, just to make sure. So I see something fun here that I need to just pull out a little bit. So make it a skewer. These little bits right here. back to what I was saying. All the links are in the box. Click show more. That will all pop up. I am located in Connecticut and am offering classes. I've done quite a few, and they are a lot of fun. So if you want to have me over to your place, I will bring all the supplies you need and we will have some fun. Just email me, artbytammy@yahoo.com. And my Etsy shop is up and running and is being updated on a daily basis. Thank you to all that have purchased so far. And I think now I'm done. I just needed to do that. It was bothering me. Oh, one more area. All right. Right. So I'll give you a close-up. I would love to come from the other way so that I don't have a shadow, but then you're going to see my ring light. Hold on. I love that center. It's just very magical looking. Sorry, let me slow down a little bit. That's going to look beautiful with resin. I can't wait to do it. Well, my thumb toe is pretty rocked. I think we shall be retiring him. And the Tic-Tac thing was cool. Give it a try. And if you do, hashtag me Tic-Tac-Toe. Hey, even if you have to use your own toe, give it a try. All right? I love you all, and I hope you all have an amazing night, and happy pouring.